Hello everyone, I'm Krasi and this is my prognosis for the week to come starting on Monday 26th of October. It is a week of a waxing moon because the first lunar crescent appeared on the 19th of October in the zodiacal constellation of Libra. And this is important appearance, which is emphasizing on Venus, of course. But what is happening this week? Actually, I see this as a better week than the previous because Venus entered Virgo. Venus in Virgo is not very, very strong, but she is in her own triplicity, so she has her rulership and dignities. And this week, why I see this as beneficial is because she will be aspecting Saturn. And you all know that these major world changes are due to very large degree, not only, but to a very large degree, we owe these changes to Saturn. Every 28 years when he enters his own kingdom of Capricorn, he is always bringing world changes that we all experience on personal level as well. So Venus and Saturn will be forming a trine because now as we speak, she has just entered Virgo, and she's forming exact almost trine with Saturn. When Saturn sees Venus, his heart is melting, and this is beautiful. He will not be very extreme to us. He will not be very difficult. He will not be punishing as strongly as he can punish. So the Lord of Karma will be a little bit distracted by Venus because she's so beautiful. She's a morning star, and Saturn will not be very dangerous. This is a very positive thing for this period of time. So yes, this is the good news of the week, and Saturn aspected by Venus harmoniously. What we also have on the sky is that Venus and Mars are forming opposition. This is not dangerous opposition, but can be extreme in terms of people's emotions and feelings. This can put us really towards the edge of experiencing things, love, any human emotions. Human emotions are beautiful, but keep in mind that this can lead to taking sudden impulsive decisions, can raise certain challenges in people's romantic lives, love lives, because of this opposition between Mars and Venus can make the markets even more volatile. So on one side we can have financial profit because of the trine between Venus and Saturn. He's not suppressing Venus now, but on the other hand, the volatility of the market will be present also this week to a very large degree. Now, what else to tell you? Mercury is still retrograde, and he's in Libra. He's invisible. He will become visible, but this will be next week, and he will be direct, but this will be next week. People exaggerate the dangers of the retrograde Mercury. I can tell you that the afflicted Mercury is more of a danger. And if we now experience some technical struggles, I do personally, all kinds of technical failures are happening around me. So I'm sure that I'm not the only one. I can tell you that this is not because Mercury is retrograde, but this is because Mercury is heavily afflicted by Saturn. This affliction is much more serious than Mercury being retrograde. He's retrograde almost all the time. So nothing so specific about his retrograde motion. We are all so much immune towards this. So this is just my brief overview. So I see this as a better week because Venus will be very much helping us. And also this week we will be having Jupiter and Pluto conjunction once again for a third time from the beginning, I think, of the year. This is a mighty, mighty conjunction. To some people, this will be beneficial financially. To others, this will be eye-opening to the truth. But we have already entered this phase of seeing the truth, seeing how the matrix is operating, seeing through illusion and lies. There will be another stage of such eye-opening fast, along with some financial benefits for some. Because I will remind you that Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is something so powerful that the wealthiest people on the planet would have this conjunction in their horoscopes on a key position. Another thing is that indeed, to some, this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction can bring wealth and power during these difficult times, which is actually, well, not not very honest. We will say, well, it isn't. But this is how astrology, the sky, the planets operate, and we cannot understand everything. So let's start with Monday, 26th of October, 8th lunar day of the still waxing moon. Monday, day of the moon. The moon is waxing, full of potentials, not afflicted. This is a good moon because for spiritual practices, because the moon is conjunct Fomalhaut, powerful star of the Guru, powerful star of spiritual enlightenment, spiritual practices, studies, sharing your knowledge, being a guru for someone. Monday, 26th of October. Also, the moon is not afflicted. Even though the moon is waxing, I can tell you that you can benefit for some medical procedures, but mainly this is for knowledge. New initiatives. I think I mentioned new businesses. Month November is not very appropriate, also not this week. But if you have to do something new and you cannot choose another date, or you cannot delay, I think this could be a very good date. Why I'm saying that this is not perfect timing? Because Venus is not perfectly strong to give the full amount of wealth. But on the other hand, this date is interesting if you cannot pick anything else later. So yes, some new beginnings could be done this week on Monday. Medical procedures you can do, travel you can, negotiate not. Travel also carefully. You can travel, but negotiate not, because Saturn is afflicting Mercury. Mercury is invisible, not really so powerful for such purposes. When the day is ruled by the moon, we can wear white, off-white, blue. The gemstones would be pearls, will be larimar, blue aquamarine. Many would be amethyst 2 degree. The mountain crystal is also ruled by the moon. So yes, it can be, actually the day is beautiful. I see this not as a dangerous day. We do have Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. We do have the influences of Saturn. Nothing of this is being changed. It is a fact. The global picture is a fact. But on personal level, I do think that we can benefit from the day. Just be sure that when you're making decisions, don't be very emotional or impulsive, because this is a possibility due to the Mars and Venus opposition. Let's see now, Tuesday, 27th of October, 9th lunar day of the waxing moon. The moon is on another beautiful position in the vicinity of the waters of which the waterman is pouring, Aquarius. These waters are showing abundance of spirituality, abundance of blessing from the sky, from Lord and Key, if you want, if you're doing spiritual practices. This is a very, actually, full of potentials. It is a blessing. Blessing if you study, blessing if you share your knowledge with others, blessing if you do spiritual practices. It is actually a very good placement of the moon. Another thing is that the day is ruled by Mars. Mars is retrograde still, and it is in Pisces a little bit, he's a bit, well, can be confusing, can be unpredictable. It's good to keep this in mind. We can do some medical procedures, we can. New initiatives, you can, but this is not the best week ever. But like I said in the beginning, if you cannot pick any other week and you need to do something urgently, you may do it now. The moon is still waning, it is waxing, excuse me, it is unafflicted. When the day is ruled by, to negotiate, not appropriate. To travel, you may with good preparatory work. You may also, because the day is ruled by Mars, good to look at him so that you get his mercy, because Mars can be very unpredictable now. It's good to look at him, to really communicate with the sky and with the planets. He is visible on the night sky very, very well now. The day is ruled by Mars, so you can wear red if you lack in energy, if you feel that you're a bit, you feel a bit weak, a bit melancholic, wear red. Wear garnet as a gemstone, wear carnelian, red coral, ruby. Welcome the sun, look at Mars and wear red. Eat chilies, eat red paprika, tomato to get energy. This could be very, very helpful. And now, Wednesday, 28th of October, 10th lunar day of the waxing moon. And here we got moon void of course. You know, when the moon is void of course, we can't do much. When the moon is void of course, we cannot really expect to achieve what we want to achieve. This moon, I don't think to be harmful, but it's also not helpful. So during such day, just make sure that you do your routine, make sure that you're not making new beginnings, no important communication, no important negotiations, because you may end up with no result. Because the moon is in the very last degree of Aquarius, you may do spiritual practices, knowledge. This is what you can do. And also because the day is ruled by Mercury, this will be the most appropriate knowledge-based activity to just to educate yourself, and also maybe to educate others. What is also important to say is that it is the first day of Mercury waking up towards his visibility. Now he is in 7 days, count from the day Wednesday, 28th of October, Mercury will become visible, but he's already preparing, and his influences we're already going to experience. We will be feeling him becoming visible in terms of communication, showing us things. People will be waking up to share more of their knowledge or more of the truth. This is what Mercury can do. You can get more information. This is what he's doing. So, and also the day is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. So, void of course day for activities, but not for studying, for sharing your knowledge, maybe for doing spiritual practices. Wear green or lemon yellow, or the gemstones would be emerald, green, garnet, peridot, and others. And let's see, Thursday, 29th of October, Thursday, the day 11 of the waxing moon. This day is very interesting, very, very volatile in terms of markets, totally unpredictable and crazy. Also a bit volatile in terms of people's emotions, because on this day, the moon is making exact opposition to Venus and is about to make conjunction with Mars. This day I see as a little bit, well, such that we need to have control on our emotions. We'll be very careful how we make decisions. And also let's not forget that this is a square formed on the sky, which is not a dangerous square, because luckily Jupiter is watching towards this, and Venus too. But could be that we see the things bigger than they are, or could be that we get more impulsive emotion that we should be. We just need to remain very intuitive, very balanced, and in harmony with ourselves in order to be safe also on this day and not to take wrong decisions. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, and also Jupiter is very powerful in Sagittarius, and along with the fact that Jupiter is about to join in exact conjunction Pluto, the Sun and Mercury are creating harmonious aspect to Jupiter and Pluto. Again, information will be coming out, truth, people will be researching, more people will be waking up. This is amazing process of this global awakening, which is due to the planets, to the decision of God. So, on what we can do on this day, medical practices, I would rather not, really not. No, big no for medical procedures. We can travel, new beginnings with Moon, with Mars. I really wouldn't. What we can do is, well, do our routine. Of course, do spiritual practices. Wonderful day to help others, to do empathic gesture, to do something like solidarity to someone. We don't need to share this publicly, just to help someone. Brilliant day with the Moon in Pisces, passing through powerful degrees of Pisces, which are very spiritual. And of course, doing our absolutely necessarily spiritual practices. This is the best way out in this situation now. Doing your spiritual practices, educating yourself, researching, because the truth is just there and comes with more and more, just every day, and it is supported by the visibility of Mercury, which will be visible very soon. And it's a day also for talented work, doing design, creating beauty. The day is ruled by Jupiter. Yellow, orange are the colors to wear. You can wear the gemstones. Always the first choice is a yellow sapphire. Actually, I have made, it was a chance once in 12 years to get Jupiter in Sagittarius, and this was in January, the beginning, when I made powerful Jupiter talismans. You can take a look there, all on my website. So you can, and my talismans involve the gemstones which I'm advising you to wear. So for Jupiter, the first choice always would remain the yellow sapphire, the second will be citrine, and then the rest gemstones. And always the rule is that they shouldn't be treated, by no means. So yes, still on the Thursday, we have the blessing of Jupiter, even though the day is a little bit tricky. And then Friday, 30th of October, 12th lunar day of the still waxing moon. The moon is pretty near Mars. We need to be careful on this day. Careful how we drive, careful not to get involved into conflict, not to do new beginnings, no medical procedures. Do your routine work with involving your intuition, spiritual awareness, and yes, the day is a little bit tricky. Moon exactly conjoined with Mars, with the unpredictable Mars. The moon is very strong in Pisces, very, but still Mars is there, and it's good to be on the safe side. We do have the blessing of Venus, both the day is ruled by Venus, and secondly, Venus is making opposition, which is good, blessing, helpful, but still just stay on the safe side. Venus, when she rules the day, first of all, see her, she's still visible as a morning star. She's a Tina Pallas, powerful and beautiful. And because the day is ruled by Venus, wear pink, white, the colors that will make you happy. This is Venus, sweet, sugary colors if you want, flowers. Get the beautiful scent like rose or whatever you love. And the gemstone would be diamond, would be pink diamond, would be some garnets are ruled by Venus, could be also pink quartz, different colors of tourmalines. Venus has big range of colors and gemstones to rule. Also now, when she was in Leo, I did make the powerful talismans of Venus with the lion, because in the ancient Babylon, she was the goddess that ruled the lion, and this turned already for the second time to be quite powerful talismans. So, when the day is ruled by Venus, of course, we're having the blessing of Venus, and this is important to remember to feel safe. During this day, just be sure that you drive carefully, but I told you all this. New beginnings, also not, but to maintain your work with peacefully, with your intuition involved, will be okay. And then Saturday, 31st of October, 13th lunar day, and here we have the full moon day. Oh, is it Saturday full moon day? No, it will be on Sunday. But Saturday, it is still the moon is waxing, and the moon is conjoined Uranus. So another day which can make us and receives already the opposition of Mercury and Venus. So it is another day where we need to be a bit cautious what we do, not to be impulsive, not to get involved into conflicts. This is also because we're in a place of Mars. The moon is in a place of Mars, and Mars is unpredictable. So it's good to keep in mind to get to, when we drive, to do this carefully, really to do it carefully. Start your day with a prayer. It is Saturday ruled by Saturn. It's always good to be in contact with Saturn. He is now the game changer. He is the guru who is changing our lives. So it is really good and needed to give attention to this great Lord, who is the Lord of karma, who is the Lord of tears, who is the Lord of discipline. It is good to be connected with him. How we can just look at him and communicate with him he's pretty visible on the evening sky. We can also wear on the Saturday dark blue or black. The gemstones, the first choice of the Saturn gemstone would be blue sapphire. Then you can have even black tourmaline, diamond, white and black, both are ruled by Saturn as well. So what we can do on this day, really be a little bit careful how we organize our day, not to be impulsive, not to get involved into risky situations. Jupiter makes harmonious aspect, and this is fine, but let's not forget the day is ruled by Saturn. The moon is in the place of Mars, and Mars is so unpredictable, and the moon is with Uranus. So this is already a sign that we need to be careful and prepare well the day, and prepare the day with a prayer. Then, what we can do? Well, everything, just be cautious, and new beginnings, I wouldn't advise on this day. Surgical interventions, also not, but it is a Saturday, so probably this is not relevant. I mentioned the gemstones and the colors. And now let's see Sunday, which is already 1st of November, and it is the day of the full moon. Some full moons are very beneficial, can give beautiful energies of creativity, of productivity, of efficiency of what you do. Some full moons for some people, depends how you experience. Now try to remember how you felt last time, every full moon, and then you know how the full moons influence your life. The full moons can be something really very beautiful, or can make people a bit worried, melancholic. They can have different influences on them. However, I see this full moon as very intellectual. Mercury is participating, preparing to become visible. And also, it is Sunday, ruled by the sun. The sun is in a beautiful position, which is a star which gives creativity, which makes people visible in what they do. So use these beautiful placements for creating beauty, for using your talents, for finding your talents, for connecting with God, with your higher self, all beautiful things that you can do. This moon can turn into something very practical and bring you good results. I do love the full moons. So this is also the thing. During full moon, never medical procedures are advisable, because you don't know where the things can go, how big they can become. You can travel. yes, you may. I see no danger. You can travel to negotiate. Not yet. Things can become big. Welcome the sun in the morning. It's very important. Sunday, day ruled by the sun. You can wear orange, red. The gemstones of the sun are many. I will tell you just a few. Ruby as a first choice. Garnet, carnelian, could also be used for this day. But really welcome the sun. You will see how generous his energies are. And yes, benefit from this full moon by creating things. And the star gamma will help you, will make you visible in what you do, will make you noticed. And your art, maybe, or your talent will be noticed because so generous will be the day. So I wish you a very good week. Remain very positive. Embrace the change, because if we resist the change of Saturn, it's fun. It's really doesn't make any sense. What we can do is connect with the planets, communicate with them, ask for their support and blessing, and for milder effect of their energies. So enjoy the week and all the best.